Fourth grade. Today we are going to learn something new. We are going to learn about symmetry and what a line of symmetry is. Okay, so you'll do this, watch this video today, and then you're going to do the Google Forms assignment after this. I also attached a few other videos, which are very good videos. So if you're still confused after mine, which it should be a quick video, but if you're still confused, definitely watch those videos. They are really good videos that explain what symmetry is. So first, symmetry is when, well, let's look up there, my anchor chart. This actually says line of symmetry. The symmetry is when you fold an object and both sides are the same, that they look exactly the same. It could be whatever way you fold it. So if you were to fold a piece of paper, so actually I made a square. So I have this square. If I was to fold it in half and show you, this is symmetry because it's the same on both sides. So this would be symmetry. So if I had this rectangle, if I fold it in half, it would be the same on both sides. But now if I folded it this way, diagonal, this rectangle, notice how they're not the same. They don't line up. So that is not symmetry because they don't fold up and aren't the same. So now we're going to go into a line of symmetry. So move this here. A line of symmetry divides a shape into two congruent parts. So what congruent means is that the parts are both the same size and the same shape. So what I just showed you with the paper, that both sides are the same. So if you notice, I have this heart. And then you see the line down the middle, that's the line of symmetry. That means that this heart has symmetry, that if I was to fold this heart, that both sides would be the same. So, going on, lines of symmetry. You could see them either vertical, you could see them horizontal, remember these two words from 2 weeks ago? Or you could see them diagonal. So they could go any way down that shape as long as they're the same on both sides. Now, shapes can have more than one line of symmetry. So with the square, I drew a square. I'm going to come back up with the camera. Here's my square. It can have more than one line of symmetry. If I was to fold these certain ways and it's the same on both sides, then it's a line of symmetry. So when I did vertical, that's a line of symmetry. That's one. If I did horizontal, up and down, these two are the same. If I was to do diagonal, they're the same on this both top and bottom. And I could do diagonal the other way. So a square would have 4 lines of symmetry. Remember that, a square has 4 lines of symmetry. Okay? Now, I drew some examples. So, 0 lines of symmetry. Shapes can have 0 lines of symmetry. So notice I drew a J. There would be no way, if I was to draw a line down this over here, this part of the J would not match up with that. So that would be 0 lines of symmetry. Even if I tried going horizontal, the top would not match up to the bottom. I'm hoping this makes sense. It's hard to teach this like over the computer without all the resources I don't have. So please, please watch the next few videos because they're very well explained. So it'll help you a little bit more. But this does not have 0 lines of symmetry. Okay. And then I drew an M. This has 1 line of symmetry. So if I put the line down the middle of the M, this would match up to this. Okay. And then if you look to my other example, I drew an I, capital I. This has 2 lines of symmetry. Going down the middle, if I was to fold it, they would match up. And then I have horizontal. This goes to here. That would be a line, 2 lines of symmetry. So symmetry, it seems easy, but it can get very tricky. I do a lot of SBAC questions in the room, when we're in class, and a lot of them, they try to trick you with them. So you have to just understand it very well. So I'm going to draw some examples and we'll go over it to see how many lines of symmetry there is. Two letters. So I want to talk about what kind of lines of symmetry are in here. So I drew a triangle. So where would that line of symmetry be? Where can I fold it that it would match up? And it'd be right down the middle. So if I was to fold this triangle, they would match up. So there's one line of symmetry. If I was to do it this way, would that be a line of symmetry? No, because I can't fold. If I was to fold the triangle up, this side would be bigger than that and it wouldn't be the same. So there's only one line of symmetry here. Then I drew a circle. Sorry, I'm trying to be as exact as possible, but if I was to draw this down the middle, is this a line of symmetry? Yes, because these two would be the same. Can I make a line of symmetry here? Yes, because these two would be the same. If I was to fold it. If I was to do diagonal, same thing. The circle has a lot of lines of symmetry. But if I was to do it in the corner, would that be a line of symmetry? No, because if I was to fold it, these two would not match up. So a circle has a lot of lines of symmetry. Now let's go down to our letters. We have the A here. Why don't you take a second, you can pause it and see how many lines of symmetry can you find. Draw it on a piece of paper. See how many you could find. If I was to do it, right down the middle, you fold it, there's a line of symmetry. Now let's look at the H. Right down the middle, and I could also go horizontal. There's two lines of symmetry. So as you can see, some shapes and letters have more than one line of symmetry. So when you're doing today's assignment, if you have paper at home, I suggest drawing it out and trying to see if it looks the same on both sides. So symmetry is basically looking the same on both sides. So if you were to fold the shape or the object or whatever, it would be the same on both sides. Now, like I said, just to go over it, you could have more than one line of symmetry. There could be 2, 3. Just look at it carefully. There's going to be questions that are asked today. How many lines of symmetry does this shape have? So just pay attention. It could get tricky. So just make sure you overcheck your work, okay? And please watch the videos that I attach to this too as well. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. And also make sure you're reading the comments that I'm writing. You can write back. I will answer, okay?